The votes are in.
Well, I want to thank everybody. This is a fantastic state.
Following last night's primary races. A happy ending for an aquatic mammal.
And it starts pulling really tight multiple times.
Neighbors team up to save the day. And a heartfelt moment for a mother and son.
Your life with your friends was your favorite part?
Yeah, my friends.
During a school basketball game. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak. Hello, South Florida. I'm Jason Harrow.
I'm Valentina Gaspari. Today is Wednesday, January 24th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
Donald Trump going back-to-back, the former president following up the Iowa caucus win with a victory in the nation's first primary. It was Trump projected as the winner in the New Hampshire Republican primary.
He defeated Nikki Haley, who was Trump's last challenger left, in the race after the win. Trump complained that Haley's concession speech sounded too much like a victory speech.
New Hampshire is first in the nation. It is not the last in the nation. This race is far from over.
We have to do what's good for our party. And she was up, and I said, wow, she's doing like a speech like she won. She didn't win, she lost.
The next presidential primary is in Nevada, but Haley is not actively campaigning there.
A Mississippi woman faces court today for killing her son. The case is similar to another murder involving her years ago. In 1993, Jerry Lynn Roby was arrested for shooting and killing the drug dealer and hid the body in her trunk. Now, investigators claim Roby shot and killed her own son, John Allen Gaither, in an eerily similar way. Roby will face a grand jury for her crimes next month.
A man arrested for making a fake bomb threat aboard an American Airlines flight Tuesday afternoon. The threat happened when the flight was taken off from Charlotte, North Carolina, bound for Miami. Nearly a half dozen emergency vehicles rushed to the scene, delaying the plane on the runway for 90 minutes. The charged man was identified as Jerry Lee Menyet.
Race against time as a dolphin gets in a tight spot in the Tampa Bay area. Reporter Larissa Scott has the story.
It's okay, Mr. Dolphin, we're going to help you.
I was outside walking my dog and I heard a dolphin blowhole underneath the neighbor's dock across the water.
Kendra Covert tells us she noticed the dolphin was there for a while and was making a lot of noise.
I see across the water there's a rope hanging off my neighbor's dock and it starts pulling really tight multiple times, and I'm like, there's got to be a dolphin stuck under there.
He's trying to get air.
That's when she called her neighbor, Monty Klein, for help.
It appeared that whatever he was wrapped up in was also wrapped around the piling. So he could barely get his blowhole above the water.
Stay with us. It's okay.
Soon after, several of their Clearwater neighbors sprang into action.
Yeah, our neighbor was already on a kayak. He was getting in the water. He had a pair of scissors in his mouth.
They tell us they tried to free the dolphin for about 15 minutes.
What we ended up doing without realizing was we ended up unwrapping him from a piling, gave him some motion, and then he was able to free himself.
They turned the net over to officials, and Florida Fish and Wildlife determined it was a gill net, which is illegal and was banned from Florida's waters in 1995. Using this type of net is a felony.
I think the hardest part is somebody intentionally put something out that can cause harm like that, and it was just horrible to witness.
While officials continue to investigate, they're encouraging people not to jump in the water to help if they see something like this again, for both human and animal safety.
Don't intervene on your own. I know that most people do it because they want to help, but the biggest thing that you can do to help is just call for help. So that way trained responders can do whatever needs to be done.
When we talked to Clearwater Marine Aquarium, they told us, make sure you bring it to shallow water, don't touch it if possible, and of course we were too far into the process to abide by that.
You guys just saved his life.
Because as humans, we want to help, we want to save, and we sprung in action as quick as possible.
I think he's gone.
That was Larissa Scott from WFTS. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission advises you not to try and attempt this kind of rescue on your own. They would rather you contact an FWC officer. And speaking of wildlife, new residents this morning, a record number of manatees occupied Florida's Blue Springs State Park to escape the cold on Sunday. Manatees prefer warmer water and can die from cold stress. Temperatures at Blue Springs State Park are a constant 72 degrees, causing a large crowd during this cold snap. The park says 932 manatees showed up, breaking the New Year's Day record of 736.
The U.S. Postal Service feels charged this morning after introducing a first-of-its-kind distribution center. The station was unveiled at a sorting and delivery center in Atlanta on Monday. The vehicles can now charge overnight before the next day deliveries occur, and this year the U.S. UPS plans to open up 400 similar sorting and delivering sites.
The tech giant Apple is now working to protect personal data stored on iPhones. The company announced a major security update on Monday, and it's now available to download. The new feature, Stolen Device Protection, adds an extra layer of security by creating additional steps to accessing information. Two-factor authentication and Find My need to be enabled for future use.
Instead of a red carpet moment, there was a lot of pink this year at Oscars nominations. As Caplin News reporter Aisha Ambrister reports, despite 8 nominations for Barbie, there were a couple names noticeably missing.
The nominees for Best Motion Picture of the Year are
Barbie.
It was not surprised yesterday morning when Barbie was announced as one of the nominees for Best Picture at this year's Oscars.
I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and
What did catch some in the industry by surprise was the absence of a Best Director nomination for Greta Gerwig or a Best Actress nomination for Margaret Robbie.
What do I have to do?
Barbie, the highest earning film of 2023, and received critical acclaim as well. It earned a total of 8 nominations, including one for Ryan Gosling and another for America Ferrera. But fans are going nuclear over the snubs for Greta and Margaret. The other half of Barbenheimer led pack in nominations. Oppenheimer was nominated in 13 categories, including acting nominations for Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey, and Emily Blunt.
Oh.
Mark Ruffalo and Emma Stone also getting acting nods. It's part 11 total nominations for Poor Things. That film finished just above Killers of the Flower Moon. Killers received 10 nominations for the awards, which will be handed out March 10th in Hollywood. Aisha Ambrister.
I can't wait!
Caplin
Wrong thing.
News.
Tag. Leonardo DiCaprio also felt the snub. Many were expecting him to get a Best Actor nominations for his role in Killers of the Flower Moon. A special moment for Lionel Messi, but it wasn't on the pitch. Instead, it was at Port Miami.
That's all ahead, and so's the story.
Are always making sure that he is included in whatever they're doing.
The position he plays is guard, but what he just did on the basketball court made him the center of attention. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
Really use a new tablet. I just don't have the money.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a Pell Grant?
Yes?
You do know you can get a free tablet, right?
Did you say free?
Yeah, free. It's simple. And the application is done in the store.
I could really use a tablet.
Get one. Another satisfied customer. Stop by Panther in the Graham Center at FIU MMC today to speak with one of our associates to get your free tablet.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life. But how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have something called prediabetes. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
A magic moment on the basketball court after a shot that made the crowd go wild. A middle school basketball game in Montana spawned a beautiful moment that students won't ever forget.
An outpouring of love emerged for 7th grader Caplin, with both teams celebrating him. Caplin was diagnosed with Down syndrome at birth. As KULR Spencer Martin reports, Caplin has never felt that stop him from doing what he loves.
Shoot basket.
When you shoot the basket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shoot what? And dribble.
And dribble.
Yeah, and make sense.
Today was the first time he's ever made it on the first shot.
A heartwarming moment in Hardin for those who watched 7th grader Kellen Shy make the shot. But this isn't the first time. His mother, Christina, says since 5th grade, players and coaches have helped Kellen get in the game and score. He also plays football. He's on the wrestling team. Anything that involves having fun with his friends.
He just has some really good friends that just are always making sure that he is included in whatever they're doing.
While Kellen's shooting and scoring is great, it's the scene afterwards with all the other players, coaches, and fans that's truly special.
It's his celebration with his buddies afterwards, and it's always fun to see the other team, players on the other teams come celebrate with him too. And he loves to be that center of attention. His relationships with those kids are what makes his world go around. Oh, your heart? Yeah.
Life, yeah.
Yeah, your life?
Yeah.
Your life with your friends is your favorite part?
Yeah, when my friends excited me.
When they're excited for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was KURL Spencer Martin reporting. Kellen's mom says it's heartwarming to know there are nice kids out there.
Port Miami's Icon and Seas has an icon of its own this morning after a big announcement. During the ship's naming ceremony at Port yesterday evening, Royal Caribbean announced that Air Miami's CF star Lionel Messi would have a role representing the world's largest cruise ship. Icon will set sail on its maiden voyage Saturday. You're watching Newsbreak and we're coming right back.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Valentina Gaspari.
I'm Jason Harrell. Get more news anytime at capnews.fiu.edu.